Hello everybody, welcome to day 36 of Mission 1000. I'm super excited to be in your face again today. I hope you'll be getting value so far, right? So today we're going to dive right into the business of today. We're going to be talking about negotiation. Negotiation is a whole lot. It's a course, it's a curriculum on its own. Well, I'll do my best to help you with certain workable and effective negotiation tools that you can use in your real estate adventure. It's very important that when you are involved in the process of selling a property or marketing a property, negotiation is something you cannot bypass. It's something you cannot cross without you cannot get off with. You have to always negotiate someone into buying your property, someone into buying into your value. Negotiation is the art of living, right? So I want you in this course to be very, very focused on what I'll be teaching you today, right? I want you to get the very, very best and pick out useful tools that you can use in your everyday engagement with a client, with another agent, with a landlord, with a landowner. You should be able to negotiate. Negotiation is an art. So today we're going to be looking at the art of negotiation in real estate. In real estate, the deal is rarely lost because of price, right? It is lost because value wasn't shown clearly enough, right? So most times when it comes to the real estate space, people don't lose out on a particular transaction just because of its pricey or its low price, or they have a price problem. Probably it's enormous at the problem, or probably it is too affordable, or whatever circumstance. But most time the value of that thing is not well perceived. Negotiation thrives when the value offered is clearly understood by he who is transacting his money for the value you are giving. When your client understand what value you are bringing to the table, their money becomes rewarding, letting go. And you too, on the other end, receiving the money becomes rewarding to you for giving such value out. So negotiation, for short, right, is a win-win situation. So how do you win on every negotiation? How do you constructively attend to these needs when it comes to negotiation? Now, negotiation isn't about winning or losing. Rather, it's about creating a win-win situation where both you and your client feel like you have gained. Both ends stands to gain. Now, most clients don't actually want the cheapest deal or price. What they want is the best, the best deal. For them, what do they consider as best? Something worth the value for their money. Money is a means of exchange for something of value. So that means your job is to show your clients what they stand to get. What they stand. You must understand, I've repeated it before and I'm repeating it again, that when your client comes to you and they want to buy and they have objections, what is at the back of their mind, their subconscious mind, is my money is about to lead me to another person's hand. Is it worth it? When it comes to real estate, a lot of people are skeptical and they want to be sure they are making the right deal with the right person. You must be able to put off the money talk and bring in the value talk. I hope this makes sense to you. So you want to bring in something like it has prime location, the growth value rate, the return on investment, the payment flexibility, side attraction, the property with strong appreciation value potentials. In the next 1 year, 2 years, can I resell my plot? What is the value of this horizon, geographical space in the nearest future? Those are the kind of things that people are looking out for, right? So here's the golden rule: never drop your price first when it comes to negotiation. Instead, you add value in your discussion. Don't talk price, talk value. Offer a free site visit, throwing a small incentive or a highlight unique benefit that compensates the client that competitors are not even offering them. right? You are willing to take them for inspection for free. You are willing to ensure their documentation process are seamless. You are even willing to walk them through, not because you just want to get their money so you can get a commission as a realtor, no, but because you are ready to help them achieve that long-term value even in the present state and condition. Do you understand what I'm saying? I hope this is making sense. So if you master value-based negotiation, you will close more deals without sacrificing your profits. You won't be slashing down on price and trying to bend over just because you want to win the client over. Rather, you'll be able to bring them to a position whereby they are willing to give you their resources, willing to give you their money for the value you are giving to them, right? So one of the things I want you to really understand, just like I was saying earlier on, is that so today I'm going to be giving you a breakdown exactly how you can negotiate like a pro realtor. I'm going to show you how you can prepare before a negotiation even starts, the mindset you need to keep alive, the practical phase that will shift a conversation from I can't afford it to I'm willing to buy now, where do I sign? Do you understand? So this is in theory. These are simple method top performing realtors use every day to close more deals without giving unnecessary discount or bending over backwards. So the big mistake most agents makes or realtors make is treating negotiation as though it's a boxing match. It is not a boxing match. Instead, think of it like this. Think of it as a bridge, right? Think of it as a bridge. Your job is to connect what the client wants with what you are offering. Connect the client with the value. The bridge, the negotiation is that bridge that connects the client with your value. Negotiation is what locks it in. Negotiation is what eventually brings you to the end that you close a sale. So here's the truth. Most clients aren't asking for you to reduce their price. Rather, what they're asking is for more value for their money. They want to be sure, is it worth my going this far to invest in Guagualada, in Kuje? Is it worth it? They can't see that possibility. They can't see why they should go as far as Guagualada, as Kuje, as Dugbe to make that investment. They can't see why they should give it so much money and invest in Guzape, and invest in Katape, and invest in Kiami, and invest in Kabusa. Do you understand? They want to see value. So what you should be able to communicate is value. Give up the price talk and let's talk value. What is your value proposition for that property that you are bringing to the table? If you focus on lowering prices, rather what you have done here, you have trained your client to see you as cheap and less of a value. Let me tell you, when something looks too cheap, it drops value in the eyes of people, right? So your mantra should be, don't drop the price, instead increase the value. You should write it on your wall. We don't drop price, we increase value. If you want to have a cold call, a cold mail, a cold text, you want to be sure that you're communicating value. That's how you will not be ghosted by a client. Do you understand? Instead of reducing the cost of property, add value benefit, like we have flexible payment plan, documentation process are seamless. You get all your documentation, the landscape, the land is dry, has high return potentials, just like the things that I said earlier on. So now you win negotiation before you start talking, right? How you prepare? Number one, know your products. If you don't know the product, there's no how you can communicate effectively that product to your clients. Understand every benefit of that property, the location, the proximity to certain landmarks, the future value appreciation, the title document you are selling. You should understand and have full knowledge capacity of that product that you are selling. And number two, know your clients. What is your real motivation? Is your client investment driven, return on investment driven, relational, strategic, security? What is it that is priority to your client? You'll be able to decipher that thing, and that comes through conversation. You allow the client do more of the talking. You ask rhetoric questions. You ask questions that will make them to talk. Do you understand? Number three, know your boundaries. Decide the absolute lowest you can go before the meeting. Know what is the boundary, know what you can go, what is the limit you can go, and what is the max you can go when it comes to negotiation. This applies to you in your everyday real estate activities. negotiation. Remember, it's the bridge. For example, if you know a property is in a fast developing area that will appreciate 40% in 2 years, appreciating 200% in 2 years, can you confidently tell the client, buying now is like paying tomorrow's price today at a discount? Do you see that? Buying now is as paying tomorrow's price today at a discount. What you will buy for 200% more than the current price 2 years time, when you probably financially ready. If you buy it today, you have saved yourself over 100 to 200% in land investment, which means you have gained what you will have spent, and you will gain much more if you are to resell. Sell value, right? So a negotiation, again, yes, step-by-step formula framework that can help you. Number one, step one is what? Listing. Be a good listener when it comes to interaction with your clients. Ask questions like, what's most important to you in this purchase? They want to communicate their fears, they want to communicate what they look out for, they want to communicate what they don't want to experience. So this helps you to know what are the highlights. And when you are on a conversation with your client, you should be able to have your pen and your jotter. Make jottings, jot down, okay, this is what the client's paying, the pain point, the pain points, the interest points, and you should be able to write out those points and be able to address them in your conversation when you're responding. First is what? You listen. The step two is what? Acknowledge their concerns. I spoke about this. You can go back to our video on objection, how to deal with objection with a client, right? I spoke about acknowledge your client's concern. If they say the price is too high, if they say it is too far, don't get defensive. Rather, what you respond is, I totally do understand with your point of view. I understand the case where people have been duped, people have fallen into wrong hands, they don't get their location, but our case is different. You acknowledge before you dissolve the objection. Do you understand? So you can say something like, I understand, let's look at what you are actually getting for that amount. So you move from the price issue, from the distance issue, to the value issue, to the value proposition. Step 3, sell value before price. I've said this before, I'm saying it again. Emphasize what makes the deal unique. Emphasize what makes that location unique. Emphasize the future return on that location. Talk value, not price. This estate is so and so minutes away from this location. This estate has proximity to so and so. This estate is said in the next year, this and this and this infrastructure are coming to this location. If you invest in this location now, you stand yourself benefits of this, of that. Talk value, not price. Don't forget that. And that is why the buyers will keep reaching in to you, right? Step number 4, use the if I will you technique, right? Something like, if I get you a 3-month payment plan, will you be ready to commit today? Do you understand? You can use the if I will you technique. Step 4, if I will you technique. Step number 5, close with confidence. Don't make a sales call, a sales chat, a sales mail, a sales conversation at whatever level. Sales always happen at a conversational level. Negotiation is a key point in your sales call. Number 5 step is that close with confidence. Don't be timid about asking the client to commit immediately. Can you commit 30% initial deposit to lock in on this offer so that you don't lose out, as we have limited plots available? Learn to close with confidence. Close in such a way that you are helping them to make the very immediate best decision for them in the future, and even right now, saving them future benefits, saving them future expenses. Do you understand? Right? Close with confidence. Don't drag it, don't extend it, don't fall into get back to you trap. Get them to reason to decide now. Get them to decide now. When you make a sales call, 2 things happen. Is either you are negotiated off, you are negotiated in. Is either there is a close. there is always a close in every negotiation call. It is either the client close on you with all their objections and all their excuses which are not real. Remember, no excuses are real. Never forget that. Or you close them in, giving them the value and their money gets into your hand. So which of the close do you want to be? Do you want to be closed out of their door, or you want to be closed in? You want them to be closing through your door. The choice is yours today. So closing, the price, this something like you can say something like the plot is one of the last corner piece in our estate of this certain square meter. If you hate to miss out on this, why don't you commit 30%? If you don't have the full money to paying outrightly, you can actually make a particular percentage deposit and spread your balance over. Do you understand? Ensure there is a close and you close confidently, right? So one of the things you want to avoid, this is price, avoid this price mistake. Remember, the moment you offer a discount too early, you lose leverage, right? Lead with benefits, not cuts. So negotiation is not a fight, it's a collaboration. Write down, these are action points. Write down 3 non-profit benefits of your current property offers. Practice weaving them naturally into your next client conversation. Practice 3 standard value proposition that you are bringing to your client. Practice them in the conversation, right? So you must understand that negotiation is the bridge, not a battle. Thank you for listening. My name is Emmanuel Adeyemi, and I remain your host, your mentor on you becoming the millionaire of your dream in the real estate space. Thank you for listening.